What up, what up, what up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to tonight's Daily Market Breakdown. Vice Trading Academy's channel. What's the word? Let's give it a couple of seconds. Let people pull up. Got it. Welcome. It's 8 o'clock. We're starting this party. With you or without you. Mr. Jumper. What's the word? Again, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to today's stream. Mr. Muhammad, welcome, welcome. Let's get this party started. So, quick little intro. Mr. Jumper, please take note of the timestamp, please. So, again, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Vice Traders Academy stream. And what's going on, my brother? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to today's stream. So just a little intro, like always, for all the new joiners and the new watchers. What's going on in the stream, right? So in this stream, what we do is we break down those 9 pairs that you see on your right hand side, and we just looking for POIs. What are POIs? Points of interest. And once price get into these points of interest, we look for entry criteria to to participate in the market, right? So this is all about just breaking down these 9 pairs, and to look to see if we have in a setup, the setting up for us to take in the London/New York session. So in order to, thank you, sir, thank you, Anwar. See, I told you, man, to go back and you was gonna get the information you were seeking, right? If there's any questions, feel free to ask. So yeah, guys. So in order to really grasp everything that we do here, there's another 2 live sessions that actually supplements this class, or this supplements this class, or this class supplements that class, which is we have a weekly market breakdown that goes down every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, right? And that's the weekly breakdown. We break down what happened last week and what's the expectation for this week. So we start looking for setups for the week. Then obviously it's this class that happens Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we have a live training room that starts at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. And in order to join and to get the updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel. But most importantly, join our free Discord. The link is in the description and is also on the chat, on the top of the chat. So make sure to join. And without further ado, let's get this party started. So let's start with AU, guys. So AU overall, right? The market trend is up. The market trend is down. We're in A2. We had a previous 3 weeks of drop. So this week, are we expecting the price to completely drop and give us new lows? Well, let me rephrase that. Not give us new lows, but end in the same price point where it started, right? Because it could give us new lows and then end in the same place to cause a no net, which means consolidation for the week, right? Could have gone up, could have gone down, but ended the week in the same place that it started, right? Or it could give us a rise. That's the expectation because we had already 3 weeks of drop. When we look at the monthly chart, right, we had a previous 3 months of rise. So this month, right, we're not expecting the price to rise. We're expecting price to either drop or no net. And right now, it already gave us a drop. So let's start to put these pieces of the puzzle together, Mr. Muhammad. We had 3 weeks of rise, counter, right? What should we have been looking for here? We should be looking for the anchor, right? And market structure to change, lower lows, lower highs, right? That's what we should be looking for on the 4-hour chart from the daily. And do we get that? Yes, we do. We have a change, right? We have lower lows, lower highs. Internally, what do we see? Lower lows, lower highs as well, right? So these are things starting to line up. Right now, looking at the week, we had a previous 3 weeks of drop. So this week, are we expecting, the week to end in a new low or end lower than it started? No, we're expecting it to end in the same place or higher, right? So even though we had a 3 months of rise, we know this month was counter. We already set new lows for the month, right? The market actually pulled straight down from we had previous 3 weeks of drop in this month, right? So this week, no net, right? That's the expectation. So should we be trading to the lows, right? Just think about that. Technically, we shouldn't, unless this is a crystal clear trade, right? This trade yesterday, right? What happened? It went up, came down, and ended where? Higher, right? So this was a rise for today. Right? And I said it yesterday, one of the variations. We're going to talk about it. Mr. Muhammad and I today had a one-on-one session going over 372s, right? We kind of started the process, but there's a couple more things for him to learn in reference to the 372 setup, right? To have that setup underneath his tool belt, right? So we ended up with a rise, right? We had up, down, up, and ended higher than where it started, right? So we had a rise. So with that being said, today, what is my expectation for today, right? I'm not expecting price to end the month lower, right? So should I be trading counter trend going up? Me personally, no, right? I'm not going to be trading that. Even though just looking at the market structure here, what can we see? Right? We were making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Boom, we had a change of character with a lower low, right? Then we have here equal high, right? Technically it's a supermarket sweep. Swept the highs. What? They came and gave us new lows, right? And it's pulling back. So price action at this present time and moment is showing what? 30-minute chart is showing downtrend. But we have to keep in mind that where should we end the week? Right? Let's put something up because this was a big green candle, right? So the week needs to end in between here and here, right? So when we drop down, where are we? Where price needs to end the week off, and we still have 2 more days left, right? What's today? Today's Tuesday or Wednesday? Today's Tuesday. Damn, we still got more days left. I'm like flying during the week, and it's not only Tuesday, right? So technically, today we can continue to push down, create a lower low, right? Then Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, push back up. As long as we end in between here, right? We're in a good shape. As long as we end between here, right? We're in good shape for the week. So let's start looking. Let's look at our 30-minute structure. Ooh. We have that. Do we have a significant pullback? 48 pips, right? All these other pullbacks are what? 40 pips. and such. So yes, we have a significant pullback. Right? And all this is still maintaining what? Market structure to the downside. Right? Let's take away our daily chart. Let's take away our 4 hour. Right? We just want to see our 4 hour zone. But overall, what are we maintaining? Even let's take away the 4 hour zone. What are we maintaining? Lower lows, lower highs. So our next break should be here, right? Because that's the 30-minute zone. Price broke. Our 30-minute zone is between here and here. The big zone. Big zone. Now, if we drop down to the 5, the 5 will give us all our external structure in here. These higher highs, higher lows. Change of character that was given on a lower time frame as well. Here, we had a change. We had a change also. Well, the 30 will change over here, but we had that 5-minute changeover, which is good. Let's even do this one. So today's agenda, POI, obviously breaks of these lows, right? Break that low, we have this lower low, equal high. Well, we have this lower low, lower high, higher low, equal high, lower low, right? Notice how price action is not even, going with the flow, right? We want lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. We don't want a mixture of price action. We want simple action, right? Simple behavior. So the high, where I want to see, will be up here, right? And for people who trade order blocks, this is a place of interest for them. This is a place of interest. Will be up here, this green candle, right? So let me just bring it a little bit down, put it up here, right? At the beginning of the week's high, just that green candle. The first green candle's high. Let's see what happens. It's a big zone. 35, that's half. It's a big zone. Well, we'll see what's up. Actually, no early signal. Play it safe. We were in the middle of this zone. So let's play it safe. Let's just see what it does. See what it does, right? So that's our POIs for today for this. Next, EURCAD. So EURCAD overall, again, we had rise, drop, rise. So today was a what? It was a drop, right? Could have rose too, but it dropped. So let's take a look. Do we have, right? Because our target was a break retest up here. Do we have a break retest? Right? Candlestick analysis is key. So let's take a look. 30-minute candle. Is it testing the high or broke the high? test, right? Second candle confirms that it was a test. Why? Because the wick is still touching the high. Following candle, third candle, went below, right? Now, price came back up. Test candle, because it's still touching. Test candle, because it's still touching. This is not a confirmation candle. Why? Because the body is still within this candle, right? Even though it's not touching. But the one that confirms that break is here. So boom. So this candle confirmed that breakout. A true confirmation that the price broke out. Right? Now, the following thing we need, once we see price break, what's the next thing in the sequence to find an entry? Retest. Price came back down. 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles, 4 candles. Here was the retest. Right now, once price comes to the retest, what's the next thing we need to look at? Now that we at the point of interest, the POI is not an entry signal, it's a point of interest. Now we drop down to a lower time frame, which for me will be the 5. Now, what would I be looking for in price action over here? Simple. I want to see the pullback price behavior to be what? Lower lows, lower highs to hit my point of interest. Well, let me do it here. Lower lows, lower highs for it to hit my point of interest, right? Which will be the retest. And then do what? Change characters. Start giving me higher highs, higher lows, right? That's what I want to see. And where will be my entry? My entry will be, we have a confirmation of our change of character. Then we need a break of structure retest, right? The safest entry point will be here. Will be the change of character retest. The break of structure retest. That will be the safest place of entry. Now, can you trade the change of character, right? The pullback towards the change of character? Well, there's going to be times where you're going to take an L, right? But your stop loss is going to be 3 pips, 4 pips, so might not be too bad, right? But you're going to lose 3 pips, 4 pips, right? So let's take a look at price action here. What do we have? Price started to pull back, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows here, boom, price hit here, right? Where will be my place of interest for price to turn around? Price needs to cause a change of character up here, right? Do we have that to say, hey, it's time to get in? No, price went up, then did what? Broke and continued to go down, right? So did it do our sequence? No, it did not. Did it break? Yes. Did it come back to a point of interest? Yes. Did it do everything else that it needed for me to take an entry? No, it didn't. And this is why your rules of engagement needs to be that clear. What is a point of interest? A point of interest is a place where I want to see price come back to and reject from or bounce from. Did we get that? No, we did not get that. So there was no entry on this one. There was no confluence from an entry. There were some, but it has to be all. I hope that makes sense. That's a good explanation. Right? So let's continue. Now, price is pulling back. Let's update this market structure. That's a lot. That's a lot too for it. Update the structure so we know what's happening. Can't put that one there. Why? Because we don't have a pullback yet, a significant pullback, right? Price is just running. hasn't pulled back. Make this crispy. So we had a drop. We had the round trade. After drop rise, the next day will be a drop, right? And that's what we got. Pop, straight drop. All right. So looking at price action again, let's review from the top. I want to make sure we in check. V1 all the way up. I said yesterday, where are we? That smack of the daily zone. We're in the middle of the daily zone, right? So we're middle of the range. That's why it's ranging, going up and down, right? It's chopping, right? Looking at the forward. What can I see? Right? That's stuck in a consolidation. We have a higher consolidation. We have a low of the consolidation, and prices coming back to that low. How many times did we test that low of this 4-hour zone? 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the 5th test. Right? So looking good so far. Right? So now, what is my expectation? I want to see price change character on a 5-minute chart to the top to start pushing up. Right now we still have a run to the low. What I want to see, very simple, guys. We can see this is happening right now. We're just chopping. Right? I want to see price change to the top side. Give me that. And then we got an entry over here. If not, price is going to continue to go down. Why? Because that's what we see. Lower lows, lower highs. Even the price has stopped here. Right? But let's analyze a little bit further. Right? We have price here. This is a low, this is a high, and price is just stuck in here. What we want to see: accumulation, manipulation, distribution to the stop sign, to the top side, right? We want to see a type 1 pattern. We want to see a consolidation, stop, hunt, low, rise. However you want to word it, that's how we want. That's exactly what we want to see. So looking at the 5-minute, what type of market structure we still have? We don't have a change yet to the top side. Right now we're just pushing sideways, right? We're not moving up, we're not moving down, we're sitting in a consolidation. We want to see price change over, right? When price change over, that's when we're going to start participating. At least when I'm going to start participating. So am I trading any bounces of any lows? No. Why? Because I want to see price change over, right? Where would I want to see price change over? Let's take a look at the 5 to be a little bit more precise, right? Because I know I'm trading in between this high and this low at this present time and moment. I want to see price break above here. That will be how many pips from the day started? That's 33. That's a third, almost a third. Well, not almost half actually of that. That's where I want to see price start to change around and give me some form of price action here. Market structure, right? We can see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? We're getting to a point of we're going to break out of here to push up, but I want to see it go a little bit further up. Right? Technically, break above here. Why there? Because we have a lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So in order for it to change, it needs to change above here. Everything in between here is just collecting volume. We're going to keep it like that. So nothing for the bottom, just in case it continues. EURUSD. Let me see something here. Don't we have 2 consecutive of something? No, none of that. We have two consecutive or something on this one. Just going back to make sure, guys. No. No, right? There's no two consecutive of nothing. Alright, so Euro USD. So EU, did I just do EU? Oh, I'm bugging. No, I didn't just do EU. Alright, so EU, start from the top. Well, we can see we had a previous 3 months of rise. So this month, what am I looking for, guys? This month, I'm not looking for price to go down. Well, at least, I'm sorry, I'm not looking for price to finish higher than it started. I'm looking for price either to consolidate or push down, right? By pushing down on the daily chart, right? Just to go over a little bit what we went over yesterday on the daily chart, what type of behavior is it going to show me? What type of market structure? By pushing down, right? By creating a new high, broke structure, created a new high, higher high, right? Internally, right? Because this high is higher than this high. What's the next thing on the sequence? I need a low. I need a HL. I need a higher low. A lower that's higher than this low. At the EURCAD, this is Euro USD. It's all good. Right? So price to pull back. By that pullback and having this month be a monthly drop, right? Goes along with what? With my previous 3 months. I'm not expecting a MMR. I'm expecting an MD or an N, right? Just by understanding what's happening. Very easy. Okay, so next thing I want to look at, my 4 hour. Let's look at what the weeks, what they've been giving us, right? Do we have consecutive 2 weeks of anything? No, we don't, right? But we did have last week, we have a week of drop. This week, we at the 800. What happens at the 800? This tends to be what price rejects from, as you can see, right? So price will come and reject from here. So now we kind of have a bias, right? The other bias is that we're not expecting new highs for the month, right? So new highs for the month will be where, right? This big ass red candle. So anything above here is a new high for the month, right? So on a lower time frame, we good. We got a lot of space. You got a lot of space. Price could push all the way back up here and end here, and it will end in a no net. So we have all good things right now, right? This is week 1, week 2, week 3. This is the 4th week of the month, right? This month we get like 4 weeks and a day or something, or 2 days. That's what we get this month, right? So far we're sitting good, right? We still have a lot of space to go up. So let's start to look at price action in this time frame. Daily action. What do we have yesterday? We had a day of drop, right? Overall, the market is up, but we had a day of drop. So now we have 2 days of drop. Let's confirm it, right? Price did drop, but what do we have on this day? We have a gap. When we see a gap, what does that do? What does that consist of? Reset, right? So do we have 2 days of drop? No, we have 1 day of drop. It's not 2 days because of that reset, right? So boom. So now, what's my expectation? We price to bounce off the 800. What type of market structure should I be seeing here? Remember the V's, baby. Price to give me a V. And if it gives me a V, right, let's do all this. What should all this look like? The down should look like what? Lower time frame. Those lower highs to reach a bottom and anchor and then start to push up. And the push up should look like what? Higher highs, higher lows. And we should see what? Change the character, break a structure. Once we see those two sequences, number one and number two, we know that what? Price is starting to push up. Right? So once we get all that, we know where we're going. So let's analyze. Now that we know, now we understand the game plan, we know what we should be looking for, so let's look for it. 4 hour, bouncing off the 800. Good place to bounce off, right? But I need to see that turnaround. 30 minutes. What's my market structure? Let's take a look. What are we respecting here? Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? Everything is looking like a downtrend in this time frame. That's cool, right? Update the structure. So, trading this right here. Next time frame. What I want to see. Am I getting it? Yeah, all this. All right. So 5 minute. All these lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, higher low. Boom. Need to see a change of character here. Do we have a change of character? Yes. Price went above. After change of character, what's the next sequence? I need to see a break of structure retest. Right? Price went, came back, did not touch, but broke above, right? So we do have a break of structure. Here would have been the place for the entry, right? The beginning of the day. That's too early to trade, right? So we can see price is starting to push up on the 5 minute, right? That doesn't mean like, oh man, I need to take an entry now. No, right? That's not what I'm saying. We bounced already off the 800. You were already too late for the POI. The POI already happened. Go back so you can see it. Price already bounced off, right? Now, the next thing we need to see is when price changes around. When price changes around, it needs to break above here. Everything that's happening there is internal structure, right? So we want to see price break above here. Price breaks above here and gives us a retest. Then we know that we already started to change. These are the early trading entries, right? We already missed that. We already missed the boat. The boat would have been to enter here and exit here and wait for the break, retest to continue. We already missed that. So there's none of that happening for us right now. So let me turn this off, off. So where do we want to see our BOS? Up here. Right? Would that be enough? No, we wouldn't even get a chance to really participate here. Right? From the entry, STP is 47. 47 pips is already up here. Right? So that's 17 pips, not bad. Right? If we get a clean, 17 pips is not bad. So that would be the game plan. Would I be looking for a retest of any lows? No. I want to see price change over. Why? Because overall, what is it doing? It's giving us downtrend behavior. We need to see price change over. And until I don't get a signal that price is changing over, there's no trade. If I take a trade off a low, what's going to happen? Right? Just let's draw it out. Maybe they can, so why he doesn't put a line here? Because what about if price does this? Remember, what is it giving us? It's giving us downtrend, bro. We can't do that. We need to wait for a change of direction for us to get in. I can't take a trade of a low where it could be violated at any time because the overall trend is down. Once you to the twos is the third. I don't understand that question. Once you to the two is the third guaranteed. Joro, I don't understand that question. Try to retype it. All right. So today, price could give us that new low. Right? That's the expectation for today, for us to get that new low. Do we have a gap? Yes. Is that new low a guaranteed? No. Why? We have a gap. Gap voids the trade. Day one, there's a gap. Gap, yes. Gap here, no. Gap here, no. Is it a sequence? No. If we have three no's, we good. We have a Y and N. That means it's not a third day today. Could it do it? It can. But we need crystal clear entries. We want rules that stick and hold. We don't want the what ifs. I'm okay with missing a what if trade because the day that I take the what if trade will be, and I take it, the day that I'll take a what if trade will be the day that I lose, right? So I'm in a game of probabilities. I want my probabilities to be high. I don't want my probabilities to drop down. Mr. Muhammad, today when we did 372s and we went over one chart and we were able to filter out our losing trades, the ones that would not hold because of gaps. What was the strike rate, right? What was the strike rate? Type it in the chat for me, please, based on our 101. And we analyze from the beginning of October to today. If you were to just take 372s and be able to filter out the bad trades by one filter, gap, right? What was the 90%? You will be 90% on the money every time if you just use one filter and stay away from this. If you stay away from a gap. He's right, and we did it. We did the math. We went back from October to today. And he would have been 90% on the money just by filter out gaps. Right? So that's the thing. So today there's no I'm going down is I want to see the price go up. It needs to break this. Next pair. We do have entries on those. GJ. Start from the top. Right? GJ, where are we? Peak formation high territory. We're real close to the previous peak. Like we know, price, when we're looking for hit-to-hit targets, there's three different variations that could happen. Price could touch the target, push, price. This is number one. Number two, price could extend and then push back down. Or number three, price could come, barely miss it or miss it as a whole, right, and push down. These are three different things. So when I'm getting closer to the peak, like sometimes even closer, right? But I'm a little skeptical because we've been consolidated, right? And peak formation highs and lows are consolidation zones. So you're giving me consolidation vibes. You could still be going up because you're still trending up, right? I'm going to wait to see what you're going to do, right? But these are three things that can happen getting close to the line. Touch, overextend, or barely miss. So I don't want to be parts of that. But overall, where are we? We at the top of that daily zone. top of the daily zone. So I need for price to show me what's next. How can they show me what's next? Right now, what I can see is higher highs, higher lows. How you show me that you're moving down? I need to see lower lows, lower highs. Very simple, right? Or if you're going to continue to go up, I need to see a break retest, right, for a continuation to happen. Either or. These are the projections. And right now I'm in a place of what? Consolidation. If we go to a lower time frame, what can we see? Price is just choppy. Price is choppy. Right? We're trading in between this high and this low. We're trading in the zone right now. Let me delete all this. Sorry. We're trading what? Between here. Price comes touch, bounces up. Touch, bounces up. Notice. We're trading in between here. So I don't want to trade in a consolidation zone. We had a day of no net, another day of no net, and another day of no net. Price went up. You thought I was going up? No, I'm going down. Shit, it's going down. No, I'm not going nowhere, bitch boy. I'm in the same place. Right? Oh no, it's making lower lows, lower highs to the lower low. Oh, nope. Oh, it's a double top. No. Triple top. It swept. No, I'm going up. Right? But I ended no net. Then what I did? No, he's making higher highs, higher lows. No, he's making lower lows, lower highs. No, he's actually no net again. Why I want to play with them? Just think about it. Just think about what I just told you. Just think about the game like the play-by-play game that they're playing with everyone. It's going to show you what you want to see. But if you understand the overall price behavior and price action and you stuck in a range, you won't be part of the losing team. You will be part of the winning team. Does that make sense, guys? I want to see some yeses. Exactly what price behavior did. Notice, no change, no change, no change. This is why in consolidation, we wait. Now, if price was up and we know that it's up, we're looking to trade what? Off the lows. Price comes to the low, perfect. What is it going to give me? It's going to give me a V. What does a V look like? Lower lows, lower highs. What I need to wait for? Change the character retest. Woo-woo. Same thing here. Came back down. Lower lows, lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs. That I need. Change the character breaker structure retest. I'm getting in. Comes back down. No problem. Lower lows, lower highs. Perfect. Give me my change of character breaker structure retest. I'm getting in. Of all the lows. But if I don't have any, price right now is peak formation high territory. There's no set direction for me. The fact that I don't have a set direction, I can't trade off the lows. And if the price was going down, if we are in a V1 going down, A1 going down, and it was up, when we up here, what am I looking for? Well, I'm looking for the opposite. Higher high, higher low, touch the top. Then when I'm looking for what? Change the character breaker structure, retest. And every time it moves up, perfect. I need to see it change character breaker structure, retest. Every time off the top. And we get in. But I don't have a set direction, guys. So I don't have a set trade. There's no game plan for me right now. They move, I move. Right? And I already told you the moves. They either need to break the highs, break and retest, I get in. After it breaks, retest, I get in here. We know what to look for here. We know what sequence. Or if it comes below and breaks the low, perfect. If it breaks the low, we know what to get in. We know what this sequence is. We know what internal structure looks like inside of these places. That's all I'm waiting for, guys. It's that simple. There's nothing much to just waiting for the price to give you what you need to see and understanding what market behavior to stay away from, right? Again, trend is your friend. Consolidation is your enemy until you figure out how to trade it. But overall, it's your enemy. You'll make more money in this type of market behaviors than here. Remember, here the pushes are very small, pushes up, down. Here, they're runs. They run it down or they're running it up. They're melting fast or they're running it up. This is why the trend is your friend. Wait until the trend starts. Understand when the trend starts. Break retest. break retest. That's when the trend starts. Once that trend starts, start participating, guys. When you're stuck in the middle of nothing, you know, display patience. Remember, there's two things. They want to tell you there's only two things you can do. You can buy or sell. You have to make a choice every day. You have to either go buy or you have to sell. No, there's actually three choices. You can buy, sell, or preserve your capital. Stay out, preservation, right? I like to use preservation in the time that I need to use it. This is the time I'm going to preserve my money on GJ. All right, so GBPUSD. Start from the top again. Quick. Overall, V1, right? Structural wise, what are we doing? Right? We can see we're creating higher highs, higher lows. Right? If we take away this small pullback, right, we have higher highs, higher lows for the higher high. Right? 4 hour. What direction? We can see we're respecting. Went up. Equal highs. So you guys yesterday what's happening in here, right? We're stuck in between here. This is the middle, right? And if we split these in half, these are all ADRs. We did this yesterday. Yesterday, what was the market behavior? We got a drop. Did we break out of the 30-minute zone? No, we're still stuck in the 30-minute zone. The bigger zone. All of this internal structure. We're still stuck. This mini structure, did we break? Right? Yes, we did. We broke. So right now, there was a change of direction to the bottom side on the 30-minute chart. Right? But we still in V1 heading up. Right? So this was just there from yesterday. This is not the setup. Right? So today, what's the expectation for today? Right? I want to see price continue to go up. I don't want to see price come below. I want to see price go up. Now, just by looking at this, where will be my place in my 30-minute where I will want to see price change over? Here, here, no, up here. Why? Because this is my last lower high point, right? Price is just running lower low, lower high, lower low run. This is the place in the 30-minute. Will I take this on a 5-minute chart? No, I want to wait in the 30-minute chart. Would I look for a low to be set before it pushes over? No. Right? Lower time frame, price gave us a change of character to the top side. I'm going to show you. For that high, what do we have? The internal structure. Retest of that high, lower high, some chop, lower high, right? And minis. And then flop, change. So we do have a change, we have a break, right? So price did turn around on a lower time frame. That doesn't mean it's time to participate, right? And if you want to be even cleaner and not do so many lines, just a significant pullbacks. Right? And you get exactly what you need, change the character. Right on target. So 5-minute changed over, but I need to see that 30-minute change. Right? Because right now the trading zone for the 5-minute is between here and here. Right? Which is a 67 pip zone, which is not that bad because you're in GU, right? It's not that bad. But the entry was already given at the beginning of the day. Entry, this is exit number 1. This would be exit number 2. Exit number 1 is still what? 24 pips, still not bad. If you would have got in at the beginning of the day with a crazy ass spread. And then you have this, right? So there's really nothing until we break retest up here for me. We already started the run up. No retest of no lows. You see price, start the run, start to push to the top side. Right now it's still in between this low and this high. You retest the low, right? Slightly broke it, right? And we can say that, hey, it broke the low, so we're trading in a new zone going down between here and here. So we need to wait for price to change over to the top in the 5. So then it gets aligned with the 30. Then it 4 will start getting aligned with it as well. Then we go back to the top side. But remember, we're in the middle of a consolidation. USDCAD. This is the pair I'm really trading and feeling right now. After a drop rise, next is what? Round trade drop. Right? Now today could be a rise. And it looks good. Now, Mr. Muhammad. Now you can start putting what you're learning into a weekly model, right? We have a sweep of the low. What is this? This is an anchor, right? Anchored on the 800, pushed away. Now we're getting we want to see a type 1. On a 30-minute chart. We're stuck in this accumulation. I want to see, we already have manipulation to the top side. I want to see manipulation to the bottom side, meaning I want to see a supermarket sweep. I want to see a sweep of the lows. I want to see the lows be swept. Lows are swept, then we good for entry to continue going up, right? But let's take a look. On the 4-hour chart, what do we have? We have a previous 3 weeks of rise, but we have a rise known that means reset, right? That's good. That lets us know we can still trade up if we see a good setup. On the monthly tip, we had 2 months of drop, but we have a gap, right? Gap means reset, so we technically have 1 month based on the reset. So things are lining up, right? Things are lining up. So now that we have this and we understand the sequence of what's next, we have this chop. We need price to sweep and come up. Does that mean that price needs to sweep? No, it does not need to sweep. We would love to see it sweep because again, that's another confluence, that's another confirmation. It sweeps the low and starts to create uptrend structure, higher highs, higher lows, and lower time frame. That's a great indication that you're in a good place for entry, right? Does it have to sweep the lows? No, it doesn't have to sweep the lows and start creating higher highs, higher lows, and we still will find an entry, right? What will be the place to see price change over? Let's look. So we have our BOS and our retest, right? Retest will be these lows, right? Sweep the lows. Maybe to here. I'm gonna put it here. And where would I want to see price change over? Up here. This would be an early signal. And understand that break retest, go, what would be my stop? Price goes like this. Let's say I enter. What will be my exit? Here. Right, that would be exit. Because this is the high. Then what's my next point of my next setup opportunity? Break retest. Right? Enter. What would be my next TP? STP from the low, whatever that is. 65. Let's say that's 65. Right? And it's not 65 because ADR 66. I gotta figure this out. Right? But let's say it's 65. I think no, it is 65. 65. So wherever 65 is, on the low. Right? Wherever 65 is. And then my last will be the ADR. Lewis, what's the STP for USDCAD, please, if you're still in here? Can you check for me real quick? Please. Pretty please. What are we? USD CAD? No. What is it? Yeah. Yeah, my STP is 65. Probably fell asleep already. So it's 65. I gotta redo this. Maybe it changed, but 65 because I see the higher the day is up here, the higher ADR. But 65, what I will have right now. So understand our stops and goes. You got 42. You know how to do STP? But you don't have the indicators on MT4. MT4 is unless Jumper sent it to you. So let's do 42. 42 will be there. The break retest, is that enough to book a profit? No, right? There's nothing there. It's 8 pips. From here to the high, you have 20 pips, roughly about 20 pips. Right? So from there to STP, you have 30 pips. Right? So that would be the best move. The best move would be to take it here and then wait and then exit. And that's it. There's nothing else. Yo, Lewis got you 100% running. And there's things that needs to be taught in the sequence, and he doesn't understand that. We need to talk, Mr. Lewis. Targets for them should be market structure right now. Target should not be STP anything because they don't know what ADR is. They don't know how to grid. You know how to grid ADR on a chart? He does. That's what I'm saying. Like half of the story is not enough. I don't believe so. But it is what it is. ADR is king. If there's one indicator that there's only 2 indicators for me that I will rank over any indicator. But I gave you? No, I didn't. I don't believe I did. Because you don't have the indicators for MT4. I don't know. Okay, cool. So yeah, if there's two indicators for me that are the only things that I will use, that I would say hands down give you the best information possible for you to make a great decision, would be the 800 EMA and the ADR. That's it. There's nothing else. I don't care. What other indicator you're gonna show me are sarcastic or overbought, oversold, all that. Nah. Oh yeah, 35%. But yeah, we gotta redo. I gotta redo these because you know what? You know why? Because the MT4 one, I did the MT4 one the week before last, and if MT4 is still giving me 65 and this 66, something's off. So I gotta redo those math. Lewis, if you don't mind, please, if you have it up, please do it real quick. Just want to confirm what STP you have for USDCAD on MT4, MT5, or MT4. Oh yeah, MT4 doesn't work. I forgot you're in US. It is what it is, but we understand the move for the day. Let's continue. Yo, go to MT4, Lewis, and try to get an account from MetaQuotes. Just search MetaQuotes. You might be able to open up a demo account with MetaQuotes. META. QUOTZ, something like that. All right, so the Dow Jones. So yesterday, again, you had a lot of people lost yesterday. I saw people losing on US30. Why? Because they were going up. And Mr. Muhammad already knows after 3 days of rise, the market missed chop or drop. And what did it do? It gave us a drop. So all the losers yesterday, no, we have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We got a higher low. Look, it's just confirming that low. Yeah, got him. Got him. Step your game up. Yeah, I know you don't look at none of these. So today we're just waiting. I'm just waiting. US30. A lot of L's on US30 today. And Mr. Muhammad, again, you have a competitive advantage right now. Before you leave, understand that you have an edge in the market by what you learned today in our one-on-one class. So make sure you do a lot of homework on it. Don't just say, oh yeah, I got it. No, go back, analyze, research, do research and development for yourself. Make sure you mark all the charts. Make sure you do your due diligence for this shit to really sink in and stick in. Once you get all that done, you're going to filter out a whole lot of bad trades and put a lot of good trades back into your favor and underneath your tool belt, right? So make sure you do that. And gold. Gold yesterday gave us what? Gave us a rise. Right? Gave us that drop, then gave us a rise, and we had that gap. Good night, gentlemen. We're done anyway. So that, and last but not least, BTC, let's see what it did. It broke out, right? BTC broke. Nope, still testing. Right? Still testing, hasn't broke. So we still, but what can we see? Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We need to see a what so we know we're back to the top side, a change up here. For right now, it's a change up here. Price comes, breaks above here, changes. Now we know we're back to the top side. So that's what we'll be looking for. So guys, US30 beautiful entries. Yeah, you took the entries. Oh guys, so you can see what our team is all about. Mr. Jumper was US30 going against everyone, right? Because he knew what they held. He was looking, and he got in. He has STP, first one, right? STP2 and STP3, and price hit all his take profit targets, all the way up to STP3, right? So you want to learn how we take these entries, and we're not falling for the same things everyone else falls for. Make sure to join the Discord. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to have one-on-one sessions with myself and Mr. Lewis. for you guys to get all the information, and all this is free right now, guys. So take advantage of when it's free. My class has never been free. This is the first, well, I'm lying to you. At the beginning, when I first started to teach 10 years ago, I'm coming up to 11 years. Well, no, I'm lying to you. 9 years ago, coming up to my 10th year, right? At first, my class was free, right? Then my class was not free. And, you know, I'm giving you guys free game right now, right? So take advantage of it. Don't snooze. You snooze, you lose. That's all for today. Mr. Jumper will be in tomorrow's live trading room where he will be taking these trades again live, so you can see how everything falls into place, right? And how we execute. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to join the Discord so you can get the link to tomorrow's live trading room. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.